Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Keeks, back with a brand new video. And today, I'm just gonna do a simple video. Um, Today I just want to talk about how excited I am for tomorrow's release of the Netflix live-action version of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I personally think it's gonna be decent. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be great yet. Um, I don't think it's gonna be better than the original animated series that will always have a high place, and like everybody who's a fan, that will always have a high place in their heart. Sorry. It will have a high place in their heart, right? Their heart and not their shorts. I don't know why I said shorts. But anyways, um uh as for the movie that shall not be named by the director who uh after hearing some things, might have had his ego a little too high when he was working on that movie. Um, that for everybody, that will always be non-existent and down to the side. And I think this live action series it's gonna be way better than the movie. Like, there's no way it couldn't be. There's no way it could be. There's no way it could be worse. And everything I've seen, the trailers, reading some of uh look at some of the reviews that people have already done that went till the premiere. Everybody has been pretty positive. Now there's been some negative reviews as well. But a lot of people are saying that, like, if you go into this show, if you're gonna plan on watching this show and you go in expecting to hate it, expecting it to be bad, if you go in with like prerequisites, you're probably gonna hate it. Um, Same if you go in like same if you go in excited to like it, you're probably gonna like it. I am excited to see it, but I plan on like let it tell its story and then I'll make a judgment. From what I heard from like the first episode, is a lot of these people who reviewed it said this first episode is very exposition heavy. They take a lot of time explaining things and setting up the story in this first episode, and even to a point where like the showrunners, people working on the show, they know that this first episode, they've said it in like interviews with some of the people who watch the show. There's a YouTuber, um, Sword and Pin, some Sword and Pin. Um, Lovely Lady has some great videos. I just found her I just found her recently with this whole Avatar stuff, and I watched maybe like one or two of her videos. I haven't watched a whole lot, but she comes across as a very like knowledgeable person. She writes, you know, and so she kind of knows how things work. And she said the pacing is not great, and there's a lot of repetition of explaining things and exposition and setting things up. But she said that the showrunners spoke to her and said they realized that this first episode, it's good, but it's not great because everything they're setting up, and they want people to like just like before you judge, watch the second episode before you decide if you're gonna watch the rest of the series. So I plan on doing that. I'm planning on giving them a chance. Everything I've seen, everything I've heard, um, the stuff that people have nitpicked. I've seen people nitpick at like minor stuff that we don't even know. Like we don't even know the context of, right? Like I've seen people nitpick about um we've seen Azula use red fire instead of blue fire. And I think it was a clip the other day from like some interview, and they showed a quick quick clip. Um, that is a minor thing. We don't know the context of that clip. We don't know where Azula is in like her firebending prodigy at this point. Maybe at the end we'll see her get blue fire, and then people are saying they took away her lightning bending at one point, but also we see this out of context, so like you don't know. And I talked about it in a previous video, so I'm not going to get too much into it. But yes, just some of the nitpicking things that have been like, I feel like people are just finding things to complain about. Um, Now some of the things that I've seen like legitimate complaints about, I'm gonna give my opinions on, is like everybody who has watched the first episode at the premiere said the bending's great. The earth bending could use a little work. And there was a clip that actually released to public a couple of days ago. Um, it was just that scene from like the Spirit Solstice episode where Zuko's rescuing Iroh from the Earth Kingdom soldiers and all that, right? So they showed Zuko and Iroh firebending and everything. Firebending looks great. It looks really cool. It's like fast and stuff. Um, Earthbending, it's better than the live action movie. Everybody's gonna say that. It still needs. They could work on a little more. It's almost like with earthbending. It seems like just the amount of time they take to lift a boulder out of the earth and then you know send it at somebody. Um, the time it takes to actually get the boulder out the earth is too slow. Hopefully, it's not all like that. Hopefully, if we get season 2 and do book 2 Earth, we have they'll have earthbending a little bit better, but we've only seen like that little small thing, so maybe that's just one instance. So, but yeah, I can't wait to see the actors. I'm so excited. I'm excited to see Daniel Day Kim as Ozai. Um, they've only been showing us Kiyoshi in the trailers, and I've noticed recently, like I've been lurking on like the Reddit side of it, just lurking in the street, and everybody's posts like how excited they are, and of course, uh, just cringing at the people who are like complaining about nothing, about small minor things. But a lot of people I've noticed, like especially since like the last today and yesterday, people have been asking about hey, we haven't seen Roku in the trailers. Like, is he in it? Is he in it? And the people that know, they're like, yeah, he's in it. He's been cast. But yeah, he's being played by C.S. Lee, who I remember from the show Dexter. I can't think of his character's name right now, but yeah. And I'm interested in seeing how Roku's gonna look because when I think of C.S. Lee in the role, I wouldn't have pictured him as the actor to play Roku. Um, I've always pictured Roku as being like maybe just because like he interacted Aang, but I've always pictured Roku as like tall. Bless you. Sorry about that. Not as tall as like Kyoshi because I think Kyoshi is supposed to be really tall if I remember correctly. Um, but like I just imagine Roku as tall, and I never saw like C.S. Lee like as tall. And I'm gonna have to see what he looks like in the show. So I'm very curious about that too. Um, Now why they haven't showed him in the trailer or anything? We know they're gonna be like showing other avatars. Like we know showing the casted Avatar Kirk. I don't know if they casted Avatar Yang Chen. I want to say they didn't, but I may be wrong. It's been a while since I looked at the cast list, so I'm not sure on that one. So they're gonna be showing like some things with the past avatars. We know that for a while. And I think because like you kind of expect like to see Roku in the trailer, if you're a typical fan, like and everything. So I think they're showing Kiyoshi more since Roku is to be expected. But anyways, guys, I think it's gonna be it for this video. I am super excited. What are you excited about tomorrow? Are you going in like open minded and you gonna let it do a thing and do its judgment? Okay. Just let me know down in the comments down below. First thing as far as like I plan on doing some videos on the show. I will do so tomorrow I will post a spoiler free review uh tomorrow evening. After I watch the whole series, I'll do like a spoiler free review of the whole series. And then starting next week or maybe the week after, just let like people kind of watch it. I'll start doing spoiler reviews on each episode. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Hope you guys are excited too. Anyway, guys, like I said, leave a comment down below, drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one.